What's up, Internet? We are opening Magic the Gathering Secrets of Strixhaven. I got these in the mail on yesterday. So we're going to see if we can pull anything. I didn't really look into spoilers. I don't know what's good. I don't know what everyone's looking for. They're just generic play boosters, nothing fancy. We're just going to see if we can get anything. We're going to see if we can get anything interesting. All right. Where's the middle exactly? It's like here, right? Something like that. My recording setup is pretty jank. Let's pop this. Do the there we go. What is this? Secret Lair. It's an ad for the Secret Lair. And a draft archetype tutorial. We aren't drafting, so we'll just slap that to the side. I don't know if you can see it, but here we go. Oh, we're back to like the packs having different dudes. Okay, that's fun. I missed that in the recent sets. Okay, let's just snake our way down the box here. All right, push that back. All right. First pack. We got a pest. It looks like a pug or a dog. I want to make sure that okay, so like here's the good middle, like right over his hand. All right, so we got this is our token. I'm just gonna put that to the side. Can you see that here? Not really. Where can you see it? I don't know. All right. Rancorous Archaic. Triple Reach, Converge. That's pretty good. Could be a 7/7 Trample Reach. This might fit really well into one of my Eldrazi decks. There we go. Let's just put these. Let's just stack them in the middle. Send in the Pest. Spellbook Seeker. One of the new prepared cards. While it's prepared, you may cast a copy of its spell. So we get Careful Study from Spellbook Seeker. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Okay. Let's just put these lower so that I can just keep my hands here. Tackle Artist. Studious First Year. Rampant Growth. That's good. I think this card is actually really good. I'll probably do a little bit of research after this when I'm editing, but it's a common. Biblioplex Tomekeeper. Group Project. Campus Composer. Pest Brood Sloth. The pest stuff might go really well with my Vivictus deck. I'll have to see. Steal the Show. It's our first rare. Choose one or both. Target player discards any number of cards, then draws that many cards. Steal the Show deals damage equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard to target creature or player. Okay, it's our first rare. We'll put that to the side here. We got the Mathemagics card. Target player draws 2x cards. That's funny. It's our first mythic rare of the box in a first pack. Mathemagics. We got a beautiful Stargaze. It's an alt art, so I'll put it with my rares. We got our first foil, Silver Quill Charm, and our Spectacle Summit. Put that to the side as well. Land, no, we'll stick the land here. But foils and alt arts deserve go in my binders with my rares. So we still haven't gotten a legendary creature. So let's see. Our token is a treasure. Are these double-sided, by the way? They are. A fractal and an elemental. I like the elemental toucan. That's a good art. That's a good art. Sorry for the lighting, by the way. I haven't had the disposable income for a ring light. All right. Essence Scatter, Honor-Bound Page, Burog Banemaker, Mindful Biomancer, Ancestral Anger, Fractal Mascot, Social Snub, Thunderdrum Soloist, Divergent Equation, Witherbloom Charm, and another mythic rare in Echo Casting Symposium. Target player creates a token that's a copy of target creature you control with Paradigm. Exile this spell. After you first resolve a spell with its name, you may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of the... Target player creates a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Then exile the spell. After you first resolve a spell with this name, you may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of each of your first main phases. So if I'm understanding this correctly, you cast this, and then for the rest of the game, during your first main phase, you get it again? That seems a little too strong. You'll have to tell me if I'm wrong about that in the comments. Alt Art Spell Pierce, Foil Render Speechless, and a Full Art Swamp. It's pretty. All right. Third pack. This will this will probably pick up pace as I start getting more and more duplicates. Treasure. Masterful Flourish. Textbook Tabulator with Increment. What's this? What's Increment? Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana you spent is greater than this creature's power or toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay. Rehearsed Debater, Expressive Fire Dancer, Page Loose Leaf, Legendary. Oh, it's our first legendary creature. Legendary artifact creature, Construct. Tap to add Colorless Grander. Discard another card named Page. So this is completely worthless in Commander. Yeah, completely worthless in Commander. What's the point? I mean, it's funny. I like it, but like it's unfortunate. Yeah, so it's a legendary creature. It goes to the side. I keep those separate from my bulk. Elemental Mascot. I like the art. I love the painters, like the aesthetic of the painters. I don't much care for the faction, but it is nice. Additive Evolution, Summoned Dromedary, Stress Dream, Storm-Carved Coast is our rare land. This land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. We got Witherbloom the Balancer. Now, I don't know if this is one of the chase cards of the set or if it's one of the more valuable ones, but it is insane that we get Witherbloom the Balancer. So this is definitely a good pull. Let's put that to the other side. This side will be for our very special friends. Feed the Swarm, Foil, Alt Art, Feed the Swarm, Foil, Rapturous Moment, and Paradox Gardens. All right. Nope. We're doing snake. We got to start from this side now. Is it another pest? It is! The pests are so ugly, they're cute. Send in the pest. Quick study. Rapier wit. Follow the Lumarettes. Inkling mascot. Terrafractal. I like it. Zamone's experiment. Abstract paint mage. Artistic process. Silver Quill Charm, our rare practiced offense, alt art bulk up. That's a good move. Increases your attack and defense. A foil tablet of discovery. It's nice. And a full art forest. Next pack. We got another pest. Deluge Virtuoso. Interjection. Cost of Brilliance. Follow the Lumarettes. Unsubtle Mockery. Pursue the Past. Another page, loose leaf. Harsh annotation. Molten note. Topiary lecturer. Our rare of the pack is Postmortem Professor. Can't block. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Pay 2 and exile an instant or sorcery card from your grave. Return this card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, it's not bad. Alt art, Return the Favor. Spree, that's a fun mechanic. Foil, Mindful Biomancer. Paradox Gardens again. All right, next pack. A new token. We get a Spirit. It looks really cool, too. I hope you can't hear those sirens. If you can, we'll just wait for them to end. Shattered Acolyte. Pull from the Grave. Deluge Virtuoso. Ancestral Anger. Render Speechless. Wild Hypothesis. Practice Scrollsmith. We get a new legendary creature in Arnon Deathbloom Botanist. Legendary creature, Vampire Druid. Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control with power or toughness 1 or less dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That is pretty powerful. Artistic Process. Growth Curve. Our rare is the land Dreamroot Cascade. Look at that. Alt art, Royal Treatment. Foil Topiary Lecturer. And a basic Plains. All right, next pack. Wait, how did I? Like this. There we go. I forgot how to open packs for a second. Another Spirit. I like the other one more. I like the Elk more than this. This one's still cool, but I prefer the Elk. A Johnny's Response. Good to see that a Johnny's taking up the mantle of the Gideon cards that are do this to an attacking or blocking creature. A Johnny Response, Barog Banemaker, Chase Inspiration, Shopkeeper's Bane. Ooh, it's a Badger Pest. That's cute. Expressive Fire Dancer, Pursue the Past, Silver Quill Charm, Daydream, Transcendent Archaic. And it's not a rare, but I wanna look at it. I like the Archaics. Creature Avatar, Vigilance, Converge. When this creature enters, if you may draw X cards, where X is the number of colors the mana spent to cast a spell. If you draw 1 or more cards this way, discard 2 cards. That's awful. Basically, I mean, It's not awful if you spend 5 mana, because then you only have to discard 2 and draw 5. But, like, that's still not great. Alright. Infirmary Healer, Cat Cleric. I might put this in my wife's cat deck. This is a really... I like this. That's pretty crazy. And then our rare is Grave Researcher with Reanimate. Oh, boy. This dude's nuts. I want to put him in something. He's really strong. Our alt art is Burst Lightning. This is good art. It's very reminiscent of Dragon Age art to me. Foil, Masterful Flourish, and a Titan's Grave. Next pack. One of these. Flip it. And tear it in half. We get an emblem to start off. Whose emblem? Professor Delian Fell. Never heard of him. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. That's going to be toxic. Chase Inspiration, Shattered Acolyte, Masterful Flourish, Oracle's Restoration, Heated Argument, Grapple with Death, Lumerit's Favor, Ink Shape Demonstrator, Living History. Our rare is Pox Plague. Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, then sacrifices half the permanents they control of their choice, rounded down each time. That's pretty brutal. And with the, I don't know that I could put this in any of my decks. I might put it in my discard deck. It might fit in there. My discard deck is mono black, so. Pox Plague. Another legendary creature, Nita or Nida or whatever. Forum Conciliator, legendary creature, Human Advisor. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So he's a or I'm just gonna say they're a Steely's card. 2, and sacrifice another creature. Exile target instant or sorcery card from an opponent's grave. You may cast it this turn, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. If that spell would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. Activate only as a sorcery. Our alt art is Culling Ritual. It's a rare. Ooh, lovely. Our foil, Root Manipulation. And another foil, Spectacle Summit. Next pack. We got a Spirit as our token, the good one. Wander Off, Deluge Virtuoso, Elite Interceptor, Strife Scholar, Awaken the Ages, Oracle Restoration, Pursue the Past, Wild Hypothesis, End of the Hunt, Environmental Scientist, Snooping Page. Our rare is Mind into Matter. X green blue sorcery. Draw X cards, then you may put a permanent card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. That's not going to be a problem in Commander. Not at all. Oh shit. It's an alt art ad nauseum. Little bit of a story time. At one of my first LGS tournaments, I showed up with a Colligan Dash deck. It was in Modern as well, so it didn't go well. But yeah, I was running a Colligan Dash deck in Modern, and one of my opponents had an ad nauseum Angel's Grace deck, and it was the most infuriating experience, as they just did not interact with me at all. It was the most solitaire experience. Really turned me off of competing in Magic the Gathering. I'm not a huge fan of playing solitaire. Master Duel has the same problem like Yu-Gi-Oh! I want a back and forth game. And Ad Nauseum, that deck in particular, I don't know if it's Ad Nauseum, but I've always associated it with that feeling. Reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its mana value. You may repeat this process any number of times. Yeah, so the dude would just draw his whole deck, Angel's Grace, and then I forget how he won, but I was pretty mentally checked out. And also that was 9 years ago, but I never forgot. Our foil is Muse's Encouragement. And we just get a basic swamp. All right. New pack. Another Pest Dog. Ulna Alley Shopkeep. Banishing Betrayal. Honor-Bound Page. Seize the Spoils. Hungry Graphalon. I like this because he's a little giraffe. Spirit Mascot. Potioner's Trove, Pest Brood Sloth, Brush Off, another Arnon Deathbloom Botanist. Our rare is Cauldron of Essence. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. 1 black-green, tap, sacrifice a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, activate only as a sorcery. I could see myself running this in my Vivictus Permanence deck, for sure. Alt Art Stock Up. Foil Flow State. And a Fields of Strife. Spirit. Run Behind, Rehearsed Debater, Ulna Alley Shopkeep, Studious First Year, Goblin Glasswright, Visionary's Dance, Eternal Student, Spectacular Sky Whale. I like this art. This is good stuff. Colossus of the Blood Age, which sounds sick. That is a sick name. Mind Roots. Our rare is Harmonized Trio. 1 blue. Creature, Merfolk, Bard, Wizard, 1/1. Tap. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control. This creature becomes prepared. Its prepared spell is Brainstorm. That is insanity. Instant. Draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. This is a good card. Our alt art is Locust Spray. The sad thing about this card is I can't put it in my Locust God deck because it's black. Alt art Locust Spray. Very cool. Foil Essence Scatter. And a Mountain. Sorry about the lighting. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I apologize because I don't have the budget for a ring light right now. So we're working on just the natural light of my office, and the time of day means the sun is going down. Treasure. So we're going to try and get this done as soon as we can. Interjection, Sneering Shade Writer, Landscape Painter, Glorious Decay, Unsubtle Mockery, Grapple with Death, a new legendary creature we haven't seen yet, Micah, Reader of Ruins. Legendary creature, Human Artificer, 4/4. Ward, pay 3 life. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, copy that spell, and you may choose new targets for the copy. Borrowed Knowledge, Forum Necroscribe, Sundering Archaic. Let's read this one. 6 mana, creature avatar, Converge. When this creature enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to the number of colors of mana spent to cast this creature. That's pretty good. 2. Put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. That's not bad. I don't mind. This guy's pretty good. All right. Oh, a new, our rare is another legendary creature. Aziza, Mage Tower Captain. Legendary creature, red, white. Legendary creature, Djinn Sorcerer. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may tap 3 untapped creatures you control. If you do, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. She's 2/2. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know what deck I would put this in. It's got a weird conflux of creature types. Like if this was a warrior, I could slap it in my Saskia deck. It's too many colors to put in my Zeta deck. So I don't know. I'll see what I can do with it, but this is an interesting card. Our alt art is Requisition Raid. Our foil is Procrastinate, which I love. I love this card. I think it's hilarious. I did see a spoiler for this. Tap target creature, put twice X stun counters on it. I want to run this in every deck I have that has blue. I think this is such a funny card. Oh, wrong pile. And a mountain. I guess we hit the other side. So, new pack. I'm amazed one of these packs isn't, like, some of these packs don't have the Silver Quill blokes. Ooh, a fractal. It's a fractal snail. I like it. All right, turn it over. Rip your wit. Adventurous Eater. Banishing Betrayal. Follow the Lumerets. Goblin Glasswright. Mage Tower Referee. Tablet of Discovery. A new legendary creature. Let's check it out. Luwin or Ewan. Exchange Student. I'm just going to use an L sound like Llanowar. Luwin, Exchange Student. 2, black-green, legendary creature, Elf Druid, 3/4. Luwin enters prepared. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Luwin becomes prepared. Activate only as a sorcery. The prepared spell is Pest Friend, which is a hybrid black-green. It's a sorcery. Create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with whenever this creature token attacks, you gain 1 life. Okay. Primary research. Another legendary creature. Orisa, Tide Choreographer. Legendary creature, Merfolk Bard. This spell costs 3 less to cast if creatures you control have a total toughness 10 or greater. When Orisa enters, draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. She's 4 and 1 blue, and she's a 2/2. That definitely fits in my Merfolk deck. Our mythic rare, Improvisation Capstone. 5 red, sorcery lesson. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile cards with total mana value 4 or greater. You may cast any number of spells from among them without paying their mana costs. Paradigm. Okay, that's pretty solid. I don't know how good that is. I don't know if it's one of the cards people want. Alt Art Bitter Triumph. Foil Elemental Mascot. And a foil regular Plains. Come on. This one didn't want to open properly. All right. Tokens. Prepared. +1s. Stun. That's it. Turn it over. Procrastinate again. Hell yeah. Owlin Historian. Melancholic Poet. Glorious Decay. Strife Scholar. Inkling Mascot. Elemental Mascot. Flow State. Dual Tactics. Scolding Administrator. A rare. Flashback. Target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. Our alt art is a rare, big score. As an additional cost, 3 and 1. Instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards, then create 2 treasure tokens. Foil, Strixhaven Sky Coach, and a swamp. I know it's a swamp. I can pronounce the word properly, I promise. It's just, it's a little thing that's in my play group. We all kind of pronounce the stuff wrong, like Mountain, swamp. Another spirit. Last Gasp, Muse's Encouragement, Ascendant Dustspeaker, Heated Argument, Barog Barrage, Visionary's Dance. Actually, I haven't seen this one. Barog Barrage, Visionary Dance, Render Speechless, Vibrant Outburst, Daydream, Infirmary Healer. Our rare is Vastlands Scavenger. 1 green creature bear druid. 4/4. Death Touch. This creature enters prepared. Its prepared spell is Bind to Life. 4 green. Instant. Mill 7 cards. Then put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. I like this. I think this is cool. Our alt art is Deduce. Our foil is the rare Shattered Sanctum. Land. This land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Tap, add white or black. And then we get our basic forest. I forget where we are in the snake, so we're just going to start on this side. That feels right. There we go. Another pest. Whee. Adventurous Eater. Rancorous Archaic. Procrastinate Again. Hell yeah. Goblin Glasswright. Efflorescence. Stadium Title Mage. Tablet of Discovery. We got one of the pack faces. We got one of the faces of the set. Sanar or Sanar. Unfinished Genius. Blue-red legendary creature. Goblin Sorcerer. 0/4. Sanar enters prepared. Tap, create a treasure token. Activate only if you've cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. His prepared spell is Wild Idea. 3 blue-red. Sorcery. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Not bad. Probably going to go in my Locust God deck. Emil, Vastlands Roamer, as another legendary creature. 2 green, legendary creature, Elf Druid, 3/3. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have trample. 4 green, tap, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. Pretty good in Commander. Arcane Omens. Another rare. Wait, he wasn't rare? Wow. Mana Sculpt. 1 blue. Counter target spell. If you control a wizard, add a amount of blue. Add amount of colorless. That's not even close to blue. Equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell at the beginning of your next main phase. That's pretty good. Our alt art is Duty Beyond Death. These really do look like Dragon Age tarot card art. I really like it. Our foil is Pursue the Past. And we got a Spectacle Summit. I feel like we have another Pursue the Past foil somewhere in here. All right, next pack. Treasure Token. Muse's Encouragement. Elite Interceptor. Wander Off. Hungry Graphalon. Seize the Spoils. Imperious Ink Mage. Stand Up for Yourself, Proctor's Gaze, Charging Strife Knight. Our rare is the Expedition Tidecaller. 1 blue, creature, Djinn Wizard. 0/2, Opus. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target player mills 3 cards. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, that player mills 10 cards instead. That is terrifying. And probably going to go in my crab deck. Wow, look at this. The Dawning Archaic. Wow. This is a beautiful card. Mythic Rare, 10 mana. Legendary Creature Avatar, 7/7. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Reach. Whenever the Dawning Archaic attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. The trick is going to be finding out which deck to put this in, because this is really good. The only decks it can't go in are my Vivictus and my Illuna deck, as those are permanent only decks. We got another alt art. I guess that's full art fanciness. This is our full art of the pack. Repel Calamity. Our foil is Rapier Wit. And we also got a foil Forum of Amity. Next pack. I think we've gotten all of the tokens at this point, because we're getting lots of repeats of the tokens. Owlin Historian, Last Gasp, Essence Scatter, Oracle's Restoration, Inkling Mascot, Fractal Mascot, Old Growth Educator. That's another new one we just pulled. Brush Off, Stirring Honormancer, Garrison Excavator. We're getting some new blokes. Sky Coach Conductor is our rare. 2 blue. Creature Bird Pilot. 2/3. Flash, Flying, Vigilance. This creature enters prepared. Its prepared spell is All Aboard. 1 blue. Instant. Exile target non-pilot creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Interesting. Might put that in my vehicles deck. Wrong pile. Our alt art is Disdainful Stroke. Our foil is Ral Zarek, Guest Lecturer. Look at this art. Mythic Rare, borderless. Its cost is 1 black and black. Legendary Planeswalker Ral. 3 loyalty to start, +1 loyalty, Surveil 2, -1 loyalty, any number of target players each discard a card, -2 loyalty, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, -7 loyalty, flip 5 coins, target opponent skips their next X turns, where X is the number of coins that came up heads. This is a cool, very cool pull. I wonder what the value is going to be. And a Forum of Amity. Ral Zarek will probably go in my Aklazot's discard deck. Next pack. We got more of these little tokens. Rehearsed Debater, Masterful Flourish, Chase Inspiration, Heated Argument, Wilt in the Heat. That's a new one. Terrafractal, Colonian Tackle, Snooping Page, Archaic's Agony. Our rare is Zaphi and the Tempests. Must be a band. 5 blue red. Legendary creature, Human Bard Sorcerer, 5/7. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. That seems banana pancakes as a commander. Another rare, Together as One. 6 sorcery, Converge. Target player draws X cards. Together as One deals X damage to any target, and you gain X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell. And then our alt art is Pick Your Poison. Our foil is Unsubtle Mockery, and our land is a basic forest. We're almost done. We're getting to the bottom of the box. Again, I had no expectations. I had no wants going into this. We're going to drop our token here. Textbook Tabulator. Ascendant Dust Speaker. Last Gasp. Efflorescence. Tome Blast. Stadium Title Mage. Terramorphic Expanse. Poisoner's Apprentice. Startled Relic Sloth. I like this bloke. He's cool. Environmental Scientist. Our mythic rare is Emeritus of Woe. 3 black creature vampire warlock 5/4. This creature enters prepared. At the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more creatures died this turn, this creature becomes prepared. And its prepared spell is Demonic Tutor. Wow. 1 and a black for a sorcery. Search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. This is a crazy card. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a good pull. Our alt art is Zombify. Our foil is Stirring Honormancer. And our land is Fields of Strife. All right, we're getting to the bottom. We have maybe 2 layers left. Spirit. Stone Docent. We're still getting new cards this deep in. That's really fun. Sneering Shade Rider. Hydro Channeler. Rearing Embermare. Shopkeeper's Bane. Mage Tower Referee. Embrace the Paradox. Spirit Call Enthusiast. Thornfist Striker. Leech Collector. Antiquities on the Loose is our rare. 1 white and white. Sorcery. Create 2 red and white spirit creature tokens. Then, if this spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put a +1/+1 counter on each spirit you control. I fear this will be used mostly in Esper spirit decks. Even though it makes red tokens. This is a very, very scary card in the right deck. Our full art is the rare card Brotherhood's End. 1 red, sorcery, choose 1. Brotherhood's End deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. Our foil is Snooping Page. And our land is an island. All right. Oh, this is, we got 3 layers left. We're in the third to last layer. Treasure. A Johnny's Response, Pull from the Grave, Spellbook Seeker, Tackle Artist, Tenured Concoctor, Imperious Ink Mage, Biblioplex Tomekeeper, Encouraging Aviator, Killian's Confidence, Blazing Firesinger. Our rare is Suspend Aggression. 1 red, white, instant, exile target non-land permanent and the top card of your library. For each of those cards, its owner may play it until the end of their next turn. Our full art is Shared Roots. Our foil is Zealous Lorecaster, and our land is Titan's Grave. All right. Spirit. Hydro Channeler, Eager Glyph Mage, Cheerful Osteomancer, Noxious Newt. I saw a lot of people liking this guy on TikTok. Spirit Mascot, Terrafractal, Fractalize, Teacher's Pet, Quillblade Laureate, Aberrant Manaworm. Our mythic rare is another borderless. It's Restoration Seminar. 5 white, sorcery lesson. Return target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Paradigm. Paradigm seems like a busted mechanic, which is why I don't trust myself understanding exactly how that works. Our alt art is Helping Hand, which is a pretty good Pokemon move. Our foil is Oracle's Restoration, and our land is a foiled basic forest. Treasure. Honorbound Page, Wander Off, Hydro Channeler, Mindful Biomancer, Strife Scholar, Zealous Lorecaster, Page Loose Leaf. That's to go in this pile. Quandrix Charm, which is our first one, our first time pulling this one. Lecturing Scorn Mage, a new legendary creature, Chiral History Buff. He's red-white, legendary creature, Vampire Cleric, 2/3. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, Chiral becomes prepared. His prepared spell is Pack a Punch, 1 red-white sorcery. Mill a card, put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains trample until end of turn. It's pretty good. I don't know what I would put him in, but he's pretty good. Our rare is the land card Shattered Sanctum. Our alt art is Monstrous Rage. I will definitely be putting this in my Zeta deck, as it's already a standout card in Zeta. It deserves the full art treatment. Our foil is Studious First Year. I'm glad we got this guy in foil, because I like him. I think he's good. I think that prepared spell is bonkers. And our land is Paradox Gardens. All right, second to last row. We're getting to the end of the box. Spirit. Rapier Wit. Cheerful Osteomancer. Textbook Tabulator. Noxious Newt. Rubble Rouser. Visionary Dance. Divergent Equation. Cuboid Colony. This is a fun card. I like this. I feel like when you play this, it should play Flight of the Bumblebees. Foolish Fate. Choreographed Sparks is our rare. Red instant. This spell can't be copied. Choose one or both. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Copy target creature spell you control. The copy gains haste, and at the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice this token. I immediately went, I might put this in Zeta, and then I read this spell can't be copied, and I decided it won't go in Zeta. Another rare, Maelstrom Artisan. 1 red creature, Minotaur Sorcerer, 3/2. Haste. This creature enters prepared. His prepared spell, or their prepared spell, I should say, Rocket Volley. 1 red sorcery, destroy target non-basic land. Land destruction. Our alt art is another Shared Roots. Our foil is the rare card Applied Geometry. 2 green-blue sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target non-aura permanent you control, except it's a 0/0 fractal creature in addition to its other types. Put 6+1/+1 counters on it. That is pretty powerful. Probably find a spot for you. Our land is an island. Some of the packs have a lot more stuff in them than others. Takes me longer to get through. That's good, though. I'm glad we're still getting new cards this deep into the box. Run Behind, Stone Docent, Rearing Embermare, Burrog Barrage, Zealous Lorecaster, Bogwater Lumeret. This guy's cool. I like his art. Spirit Frog. Pigment Wrangler, Pigment Wrangler, Dissection Practice, Rapturous Moment, Graduation Day. Our rare is a legendary creature, Berta Wise Extrapolator. 2 green-blue, legendary creature, Frog Druid. 1/4. It has Increment, So, which is whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana you spent is greater than this creature's power or toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Berta, add 1 mana of any color. It has X tap. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token and put X +1/+1 counters on it. I will definitely try and fit this into my Teamer Flubs deck. It's Frogs and Otters from Bloomborough, but you're very good. Our alt art is Giant Growth. We didn't take the token out of this pack, I'm realizing. Our foil is Potioner's Trove. And our land is a foil full art mountain. There's a token we didn't take out. Next pack. Ooh, I really hope that the camera hasn't been shaking too much. My setup's pretty scuffed. Eager Glyph Mage. We haven't seen this one yet. Melancholic Poet. Landscape Painter. Expressive Fire Dancer. Bogwater Lumerate. Terramorphic Expanse. Sundering Archaic. Fractal Tender. It's another new one we haven't seen yet. Garrison Excavator. Essence Knit Scholar. That's another new one. Oh wow, our rare is the Borderless Dreamroot Cascade Rare Land. This is actually really pretty. It fits right in with the Final Fantasy lands to me for some reason. I don't know what about this screams Final Fantasy to me, but it's really pretty. Our alt art is Sleight of Hand. Our foil is Banishing Betrayal. Our land is a full art island. And again, we didn't take the... Oh, right, they're double-sided. Inkling! We didn't take the token out again. Fractal, Elemental, Fractal. Real quick, just going through. Ooh, I like this one. This one's really cute. Oh, that's where all the Inklings have been. A Cuttlefish! A Cuttlefish! Cuttlefish are one of my favorite animals. I think they're amazing. Our copy, Fractal, Elemental. I love this. I love the Cuttlefish. Oh, he's perfect. All right, last row. Last row, or in the final row of the box. We got our Pest, who is also a Fractal. We're gonna check both sides now. Dig Site Inventory. Let's try and move this into the light a bit more. We're getting a little shady. Cheerful Osteomancer, Noxious Newt, Rubble Rouser, Pest Mascot, Wilt in the Heat, Prismari Charm, Diary of Dreams, Root Manipulation. Our rare is Pensive Professor. 1 blue creature, human wizard, increment 0/2. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on this creature, draw a card. That's pretty good. Another rare, Wild Growth Archaic. It is a hybrid 2 generic green, hybrid 2 generic green. Creature Avatar 0/0. Trample, Reach, Converge. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you cast a creature spell, that creature enters with X additional +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast it. This is pretty dangerous. Our alt art is Knockout Maneuver. Our foil is Interjection. Look at that. And our land is Forum of Amity. Our penultimate card pack. It's a little Inkling Sparrow. I love this little dude. Other side is a Fractal Snail. Cost of Brilliance. Even this far into the box, we're getting new cards, new commons. Quick Study, Dig Site Inventory, Rubble Rouser, Tenured Concoctor, Potioner's Trove, Pest Mascot, Snarl Song, Abigail, Poet Laureate as a legendary creature, another one of the faces of this of Secrets of Strixhaven. Legendary I should start with the mana cost. 1 generic, white, black. Legendary creature, Bird Bard. 2/3, flying. Whenever you cast a creature spell, Abigail becomes prepared. The prepared spell is Heroic Stanza. 1 hybrid, white-black. Sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's really good. Homesickness. Our rare is Color Storm Stallion. 1 blue-red. Creature, Elemental Horse. 3/3. Ward 1, Haste. Opus. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Wow. Our alt art is Hop to It. Our foil is Forum Necroscribe. And our land is a forest. The final pack of our Secrets of Strixhaven box. Let's see what we get. We've done some pretty good cards in this pull, so I wouldn't be surprised if this last one was underwhelming or anticlimactic. We've got the Treasure. That's also an elemental. We've got Stone Docent, Ulna Alley Shopkeep, Quick Study, Burog Barrage, Seize the Spoils, Render Speechless, Embrace the Paradox, Primary Research, Muse Seeker. We have a new legendary creature that we haven't seen yet, Tam Observant Sequencer. 2 green blue, 4/3. Legendary creature, Gorgon Wizard. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, Tam becomes prepared. His prepared spell is Deep Sight. Green, blue, sorcery. You draw a card and gain 1 life. This is kind of banana pancakes, in my opinion. Anything landfall is always going to be really strong. Our rare is Conciliator's Duelist. White, white, black, black. Creature, Core Warlock. 4/3. Whenever this creature enters, draw a card. Each player loses 1 life. Repartee. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, exile up to 1 target creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. This is probably pretty strong. Our alt art is of a braid. I like this art. This is gorgeous. Our foil is Textbook Tabulator, and our land is a foil Forum of Amity. Now, that, I forget why I put Witherbloom by itself. That was the entire blah, 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 box for Secrets of Strixhaven. I just bought 1 box. Magic has become kind of a luxury hobby these days. I'm not a Magic economy guy or even a professional Magic player, so take all of this with a grain of salt. But these are the cards I think are going to be really valuable. Obviously, there's other cards that I preferred, like the stun card, Procrastinate. I think that's really fun. I'm very happy with my pulls. If you're watching this and you're wondering what a box could have in it, and to see if whether or not you'd like to buy one, feel free. I didn't go into detail on any of the uncommons or less, or lesser rarity, just because otherwise this video would be 1,000,000 hours long, and I didn't want that. So, yeah. If this is the end of the video, I want to say thank you for hanging out. This is my first non-VOD on my channel in, I think, ever. No, not ever. I used to have highlight videos. Those took a while to make, so I haven't made one in a while. Maybe I'll go back to that. Anyway, I'm digressing. Oh my god, get to the outro. This has been a Secrets of Strixhaven booster box opening. This is what you can kind of sort of expect to see out of a box. Make your own decisions. Be responsible with your money. And if you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, leave a like. I'll try and open more boxes for more core Magic sets in the future. I probably won't do anything for Universes Beyond or anything like that. I'm usually not interested in them. But leaving a like tells me that you like when I open booster boxes. If you want to see those those future booster box openings, subscribe. And if you didn't like this video, hit the dislike button. You can tell me what I did wrong or how I could improve in the comments down below. Don't bother with the bell. The bell is bullshit and lies to you. So until next time, good night, Internet.